Welcome back to Fit for Life with Karen. Here I am, and I hope you're ready to go. We're going to talk about your brain and your body, too. How much sitting do you do in a day? Think about it: watching television, watching the news, eating, sometimes taking a nap. We sit too much. I won't say all of us, but most of us, especially if you're a senior. And I'm thinking most of you watching are seniors. We're going to talk about the dangers of sitting too long. We're not going to talk too much because I know you want to get going and do some exercises. Prolonged sitting can lead to muscle degeneration. The muscles get weaker, they get smaller. Also, you lose bone density in your bones. And you don't want that because you want to be able to be strong and have strong bones. It's not good for your circulation to just sit like this all day long, especially staring at the tube. Also, as I said, cognitive decline, it does affect your brain. So you want to keep that blood flowing right up to the brain, especially. But it also decreases your chance of falling. For me, that alone would be reason to do this kind of exercise. And yes, we can do it in a chair, most of it in a chair. So we're going to do some standing warm-up. So we're going to get that blood flowing. We're going to come forward in our chairs and hold on. If you want, you can do this. You can do this. And when you do push down to get up, don't try to do it with a straight body. It's not going to work. So you should bring your upper body forward just a little bit when you stand up. So I hope you're practicing that a little bit too. So here we go. Just going to walk back and forth a little bit just to get warm. The first exercise I'd like to do, and I usually do this in the morning, if I remember, is to just bring my arms up. We're just warming up now. Bend those knees and bring your arms way back. It's kind of easy, and it gives you a good all-over stretch. Let's try for 10 of these. 3, do what you can. And 4, if you want to do them faster, you can also. And 5, and up. And 6, and 7. I don't think we've ever done this many, but if you've been exercising, it shouldn't bother you at all. Let's do one more. Wonderful. Okay, now all you're going to do is kick out. Keep your knees soft. Don't try to stiffen those knees. Keep the knees nice and soft. So you can just go back just to get that blood circulating a little bit. This is also good for your balance. And it feels good. It gets that heart rate up a little bit, but not too much. Good. Keep going. We will say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Then we do something that is easy and it feels pretty good unless you're having a real problem with your knees, but most of us know what we can do, what we're capable of, and what we can endure. So we're just going to bend those knees, push your hands down. Good. Did you hear that click? That was my left knee. And 4 and 5. It usually doesn't mean very much, the clicking. Let's say 6 and 7. Good. And 8 and 9. One more. I'm working you hard today, aren't I? Yes, I am. Something else that I didn't have on my list today, but feels good, fairly easy to do, is just kicking to the back. Kind of going to side and kicking that leg back. If you need to hold on, you can still do it. It doesn't matter. So we're getting that blood up to the heart. Let's use our arms this time, 2, and touch the shoulders. 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Now let's reach across. This one feels pretty good. You're getting a nice stretch all the way down your side. As I said, getting that heart rate up just a little bit. 4 and 5. I'm counting for you. You don't even have to do that. 6 and 7. Don't you feel better? 8 and 9, and we'll do 10. All right, let's do one more now. Feet apart just a little bit. Soften those knees and bring those arms around. Try to tap your kidneys there. We'll wake up the kidneys. And 4, 5, 6. So just a little bit of warming up first. This is also good for your balance. You're probably not used to exercising standing up, and we need to do that every now and then. We don't want to do everything in a chair, but some people cannot. So that's why I concentrate on chair exercise. Just a little bit. Okay, let's come forward in the chair. Let's bring those arms up again. Open up the feet and see if you can come forward just a little bit more. And now we're going to bring those arms up, breathing up, and exhale down. So it's easier in a chair too, isn't it? Let's try it again. Arms up, good. And then arms down, good. Let's just do one more of these. Up and down. So you're getting a good all over body stretch. Terrific. All right, now for people that might be compromised a little bit more, I'm pretty sure you could at least lift those heels up. So these are for people that might have to do exercises, but you can do them too. They're still working your body and the different body parts. Lift those heels up, try to do 10 of those. So we can still move even if we're sitting in a chair. And you should never sit for more than half an hour without moving at all. And we tend to do that when we're watching a movie, we're watching Netflix. Let's slide the feet forward. Let's lift the toes this time, lifting those toes up. Can you feel that in the back of your leg? Getting that blood back up to the brain. So we're all connected. All these things are connected. And I'm tightening my abdomen a little bit when I do this. I can feel it. I didn't even realize I was doing it when I started, but we just tend to kind of grin and bear it. Lift those toes up. Wonderful. All right, now let's lift the legs up off the chair. So we are tightening this area. We're sitting up nice and straight, and just point and flex. This is a good one. I like this one. It feels like you're doing something. And of course we are. 5 and 6. You can even do these lying down when you do your morning exercises, if any of you are doing that, right in bed before you get up. All right, now we're going to circle those feet. You can hold on or not, do whatever you want. Circle one way a few times. All right, and then the other way, 2, and tightening that abdomen a little bit. As I said, that kind of happens naturally, doesn't it? Wonderful. All right. Now you're going to slide forward just a little bit. Let's drop the chin down and just take a little bit of a relaxation here. Dropping the chin right down. Good. And then we'll bring the head back up. Just doing a little bit of a stretch for your neck. Looking straight ahead. Let's turn that head as far back as you could go. Good. This gets very stiff. I mean, if you're sitting and watching television, you're not moving very much. So every now and then, it's good to do one of these exercises, or maybe more than one. We'll bring that head back, and let's do an ear drop, nice and slow. Good. And then back. So these are all some things you can do in a chair. There are many, many different exercises. And if you're having physical therapy, you'll probably know that already. So we're just going to let that ear drop right down to the shoulder. How does it feel? Good. And then we'll go back to the other side. And then looking straight ahead, and then drop that chin down one more time. Good. And then we'll bring the head back up again now. Legs out straight. And just let the feet flop around. You can still watch whatever you're watching. You can concentrate. It just kind of happens naturally. And when I wake up in the morning, this is the first thing I do before I even get up, because it's easy to do and I can do it with my eyes closed. There we go. Wonderful. Another terrific exercise you can do is this one. Just lift your leg up. You might invent your own exercises. Push down. But we can do all of these lying down or in a chair. That's the good part. So what are you doing? You're strengthening and toning those muscles. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Yeah, it gets a little more difficult as you go. And we'll do 2 more. 1 and 2. Let's do the other side. Just lift that leg up. Flex the toe back towards your knee and push down. 1 and 2. Good. And 3 and 4. You're burning calories too. But we can't just sit for long periods like sometimes we have to do. Card players do. They should get up every now and then and just move around a little bit. Maybe they do. Pushing down. Wonderful. Try this with me. Come forward in your chair. Pull those shoulders down and pull your chin in nice and tall. We're going to work on our posture a little bit too. And just lift one leg up. If you want to hold on, you can. Put that hand right down on your knee and just circle. Can you feel that? I think it feels pretty good. Are you all doing it? Do as many as you can. And let's go in the other direction. So you're tightening and toning. Wonderful. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right, lift the other leg up. Hand right here on your knee and just circle. And of course, one side will be easier than the other. Keep going. And then in the other direction. Set a time for yourself. Try to do at least 10 of everything. And if you can only do half that much, you'll work up to that. So just keep turning. I can feel that. All right. Let's relax for a minute, but we're going to get some stretching done now. So you're going to drop forward. Can you touch the top of your foot or your ankle or your shin? Whatever you can do. This time, let's take a breath. So we're going to breathe all the way up. And exhale down. Exhale through your mouth. Keeping your head up. Hold on to your ankles. Try to flatten your back right here. Wonderful. And then we'll sit back up. Now, for those of you that can do it, we can sit back a little bit more, bring that leg up. But right away my posture goes. So let's pull on the leg right here and pull yourself right up nice and straight. Here we go. Inside of the knee and very gently push down. We're going to stretch out the hip a little bit. How does that feel? Feels good to me. One side feels a little bit better than the other, actually. Can you bring that leg in a little bit more? Wonderful. Nice and straight now. Getting a good workout. And try to remember to take a walk. Maybe some of you have a treadmill. Cold weather's coming now. Not so easy to get outside. Excuse me. And let's try the other side. This side's a little bit tougher. This hip is a little bit tighter. Doesn't matter. But very gently push down, if you can, on the inside of the leg. And then if you could bring the leg in a little bit, that's good too. Pushing down, pushing down. Wonderful. All right. And we're going to sit back up again. Now, I talked a little bit about posture also, improving your posture. And of course, you can stand up and improve your posture. Make sure that chin is pulled in a little bit, but let's do this in the chair today also. And all you're going to do is take this arm, put it right in back at your waist, if you can do it, and hold on here. Hold on to your wrist or your hand, whatever you can do, and very gently pull across in that direction and pull your chin in at the same time. See how that feels? As long as you don't have any shoulder injuries, you should be able to do this. If you don't exercise at all, it might be a little bit uncomfortable. So you'll know that you need to be stretching out. So now we're just going to grab the other hand or the other wrist, whatever you can do. Pull that chin in, pull that arm across. So your arm is in the back at your waist. It's kind of a nice exercise. I like that one. Good. All right, clasp your hands together. Feet are flat. Pull those shoulders down. Pull that chin in. Turn your hands over. And let's just breathe out as we push the arms out. How does that feel? All of these things can be done in the chair. Let's put our hands on the back of our neck or just touch the back of your neck. Clasp whatever you can do, whatever's comfortable for you. Breathing out and try to bring those elbows back as far as you can. You should be able to breathe better like this, swallow better because you're nice and straight. Let's do a little bit of a turn. So we're getting a lot of stretching in. Also, besides strengthening, getting that heart rate up a little bit, and then we'll bring the arms back again. How about a little bend here? And then we'll bend to the other side. Good. And once more to the other side. Just don't hold your breath. So why don't we just breathe out as we bend all the way down. All right, now another good stretch, and this is for the spine, the lower spine. Come forward a little bit in your chair. Let's sit back. Straighten your leg out. If you can, reach underneath and lift that leg up and see how high up you can bring that. And just bring the toe back towards your face. So you're flexing that foot. This is not terribly comfortable because you really have to hold on, and sometimes, well, we're not used to doing it, for one thing. And just bend and do it again. 1 and 2. How does it feel? Even if you can only do 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. At least you're just going beyond your exercise level here, your level of exertion. And we'll say 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Wonderful. Let's try the other side. We're going to lift that leg up, hold underneath, pull the knee up. If you can, put your elbows right on the arms of the chair, and we're just going to do our little stretch out. 1 and 2. And this gets that synovial fluid in the knee circulating. And if you do have arthritis in your knees, this will help a little bit with the discomfort. Say 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Wonderful. Now, again, for posture, let's turn just a little bit to one side. Doesn't matter which. You can pull yourself back a little bit. And let's take the arm closest to the back and just fling it right over the chair. Pull that chin in, and that's where you should be. But I can't imagine us holding like this all day long, but do the best you can. Maybe you'll remember now and then at least to pull it in just a little bit. Pull that chin right in. Hand on your knee, shoulders down as you turn. So I'm your mirror, so we're both going in the same direction. Shoulders down, pull that chin in, and see if you can hold this for a few seconds. Getting a good stretch today, and strengthening also. That's important. Let's try the other side, slowly turning to the other side. Arm closest to the back. We just flip right over the chair there. Pull those shoulders down. Pull your chin in, and just keep turning and turning. See how you feel. If it's really uncomfortable or if something hurts, you're not going to do it. You can just watch us. There are still many things you can do. Terrific. And we'll come back slowly. Another good exercise, and this is a spinal rotation. Hands out here on this side. Again, the shoulders down, sitting up straight. And let's just kind of pull against the leg a little bit, pulling yourself up nice and straight. I don't think we realize how we start slouching. And if you just keep doing it like that, you're going to stay that way. So you want to kind of be not fighting it, but just working on it. Pull that chin in again and then pull yourself around. Good. Don't stop breathing now. And then we'll come to the other side. Now, if you cannot do this and you're seated back here, you can just hold onto the chair and do it also. Shoulders down, chin in, and you'll get a good turn, a good twist here. Wonderful. And now we're going to come back slowly. Good. Let's grab the wrist and then reach up. I'm going to put one foot in front and just pull that arm up as high as you can go. Your shoulders come up too, I know that. But see if you can pull the shoulders down while you're here, just a little bit. And very gently, back, push back. 3, good. And 5, and 6, and 7. Now, you're not used to doing this. It's very simple, but it's effective, and it will help you to stay as tall as you possibly can, as often as you can, and maybe someday that'll just click and you'll be doing it more than you even think. It might happen just naturally. So we're pulling back again. Wonderful. Clasp the hands together. Turn them over. Again, sitting straight, feet flat. Let's take a breath in first. And exhale as you push those palms out. Wonderful stretch. Hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, upper back. But try not to come forward. Try to pull back, actually. As you push out, you're pulling back. Wonderful. Bring those arms up. Let's grab the wrist again. This is called spinal extension, and we've done it before in this class. Pulling up. Why don't you tighten that abdomen just a little bit? You don't have to like pull it in, just a little bit of tightening there. And then pulling that other arm up. Wonderful. Terrific. Now let's bend the spine a little bit. We're almost finished for today, and I think you're going to feel good. I think you're going to breathe better. Take this hand, cross it over. Let's breathe up as we bring the arm up, and keep the arm as straight as you can. And as you exhale, you're just going to bend as much as you can. Now let's bring that arm back, all the way back. And then try again, and you'll see you'll be able to go just a little bit more. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And then back. All right, let's bring that arm up again. And yes, you can do it with the breath also, if you want to. Just try not to hold your breath. When people stretch, they tend to do that. So let's try the other side. Bring this arm out, holding on now, lifting up, reaching up. Don't let that happen. You know I always do one of those, don't you? Just to give you a good example. And then we'll come back again. Oh, you're going to be so good. You're going to feel good, even though you haven't even stood up. Of course, we did stay up for our stretching in the beginning, but all of this can be done in a chair. So when you're sitting and you're watching television, even if you're reading, just try to do some of these movements. Start in the simplest way, lifting up, and we're going to go over again, and then back. Terrific. Arms out, cross and hold on to your elbows. Pull that chin in, arms down. Breathe out as you pull across. I can feel it in that shoulder. I definitely can. And then the other side, pulling, not turning, but just pulling against the shoulder a little bit. All right. I'm going to put one foot in front. Same hand, we're using the same hand. Stop and pull those fingers back. Pull them back. How does that feel? So we're stretching everything today. Straight out, pull those fingers back. You're going to be happy you did this. I know you will. All right. And then just bring those arms down. Okay, let's just relax. Let's do nothing, or something close to nothing. Heels down, and just move your feet back and forth, even if you just do that every now and then. Let's take another breath together all the way up. And as you exhale, I'd like you to bring the chin down. You don't have to pull it in this time. Just drop it down. Good. Because we're just going to relax here for a couple of minutes. All right, so let's breathe up through the nose as you bring your head up. Hold that breath and exhale. And as you exhale, drop that chin down. Good. How does that feel? Doesn't that feel nice and relaxing? One more of these together, all breathing all the way up, holding and exhaling. Wonderful. For the next minute, and this is the last minute of the show, I'd like you to try to think about as little as possible. Let's clear the mind a little. Give your brain a rest. And just try a couple of our yoga breaths. So let's breathe up together, all the way up again, holding and exhale, and try to make the exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation. Wonderful. Drop that chin down. Why don't you clasp your hands together? Let's bring one shoulder up and pull it down, and then bring the other shoulder up. One more time on the other side. Shoulder up, and then the other side. And I hope you'll remember some of these exercises. Write them down next time so you can do these on your own, and you won't be sorry. Any kind of movement, almost any kind of movement is good for us. So we'll see you the next time. You did a great job. Bye for now.